Yeah, they just dropped us off in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so we said to the guy, we want to go to the ruins. He said okay, and he stopped here and he pointed up here and said, go up there, that's where the ruins are. Hello again from La Paz. We got a little front behind us. So we are currently outside the central station in La Paz. It's actually a train station built in 1930. I don't think it functions as a train station anymore, but we'll go round because we get the red cable car from here. Tiwanaku. So the plan today is we are going to see Tiwanaku.
Yay!
Which is an hour and a half, 2 hours outside of town. So rather than get a tour agency, again we're going to try and do it ourselves. So we're going to see how that goes. So we come to this station, the central station, to get the red line of the cable car, to get the blue line, to get to the bus terminal. So it's going to be a bit of a trek, but...
Yeah. No, I think it should be okay. The cable cars are so easy to do.
So easy.
Yeah.
So we'll try, yeah, so here's the red station, central station.
We've got like symbolic train here as
Yeah.
well.
Is that a restaurant?
Yeah, so pizza place.
Pizza place, cool.
2 for 1.
2 for 1?
Yeah.
Let's not go to Tiwanaku.
Let's go, pizza.
So red line to blue line to bus station. Let's see how it goes. So that was a bit painless. We've got 2 tickets to... We also 2 tickets to the blue line, which is 10
Bolivianos, so
10 Bolivianos
£1.30.
For 2 of us for 2 lines. Not too bad, yeah?
Not at all.
We sneaked into our own cable car.
Yay!
Woo! We like it when we get our own one. So as you've seen in the previous videos, it zooms off straight away. And I don't know if the red one gets a good view over La Paz or not, but we will see. Woohoo! Oh, that's a wonky one.
Yeah. But it's quite nice because if you think about big cities and underground, you spend all your day in the underground, not doing anything, just smelly, sweaty, dirty underground. And here, you do spend a lot of time indoors, but with a beautiful view.
Exactly.
You're just missing a nice cup of coffee and enjoying the view.
And it's quite relaxing, and you can get your own,
very peaceful.
Your own little car like this, your own little cab. So it is quite peaceful. You get great views. So I love this much better than a metro for sure.
Yeah, me too. Yes.
So we're gonna head to the top there, and we're gonna get the blue line. So here's the big main central cemetery. You can see.
Wow, it's
how massive this is.
So big.
So yeah, these aren't apartments, these are graves.
Oh my god, I did not expect that.
No? I didn't expect it as well. Humongous. So this can be a bit of a tourist site, but this is also another place you can get collectivos from the front. Look at this, look at this. Wow.
Wow.
It's like a whole block, more than a block.
Wow, like a estate.
It does look like apartments from when you look at it from above without actually concentrating.
If you wouldn't have pointed it out, oh my god.
Just next to the next red one. God, it still goes over there. Going past the cool, colourful buildings. As I was saying before, the view over La Paz doesn't get a lot better than that.
Wow.
Incredible. So, finish the red line. Let's find the blue line. Oh, there's the blue. There we go, Linea Azul. And show how easy it is to Tiwanaku here.
So easy. To be honest, I think this is easier than underground.
Yeah, so easy. So we need the blue line, blue station, blue cable
Maybe
cars.
As well, it's not a lot of station, that's why.
Maybe.
It's confusing, yeah.
It is. As long as you know your colours in Spanish,
Oh yes.
you'll get past very well. Okay, so you go to the end of the red line to get the blue one, and go completely to the end of the blue one, and we get out. Now it's a 15-minute walk to the bus terminal, or we've seen as we're going over the top loads of collectivos. So we're going to see if there's a collectivo here that we can get. So here we are, just come outside the blue terminal. Looks like a collectivo city up there more. Should we try up there?
Yeah, that's where we go.
Okay. So we asked one collectivo guy, he said no, you have to go to the bus terminal. Walking to the bus terminal, I spotted a collectivo with Tiwanaku written on the front. And we asked, is it going to the ruins of Tiwanaku? And they said yeah. So we're paying 10 Bolivianos each, which is a lot. So I think we've done quite well there. Yeah, so this is collectivo.
We might need to walk a little bit, or we might drop us further. It depends on the driver.
But still, that is a great slice of luck. So yeah,
Turn this way.
keep your eyes out for collectivo that says Tiwanaku on it, and we'll save you walking to the bus station and paying more. Okay, so here we are in a rainy Tiwanaku town.
Yeah, they just dropped us off in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so we said to the guy, we want to go to the ruins. He said okay, and he stopped here and he pointed up here and said, go up there, that's where the ruins are. So
we're going.
we'll get past those sheep, those angry looking sheep first. I think maybe we should be on the other side of the road actually.
I have no idea.
Are you prepared for a sheep attack?
No sheep attack.
Oh no, they're prepared. So overall to get here we paid 15 Bolivianos each, which is less than £2 from the centre of La Paz to an hour and a half away out of La Paz. So
not bad at all.
that's really good. Doing it yourself is the way to go. Oh, little baby ones! Hey sheep. Hello. Hey. So we're going to keep walking up here. To be honest, I don't know where. So we walked up where the train track was on the sheep, and we come here. So it's 100 per person, 15 if you're a national. A massive difference from a local to a tourist. So we get to 4 sites, I think. Okay, so we paid 100 each. That is right, Bolivianos 100. So we've got a few sites here. Okay. So as you can see written here, Tiwanaku was a spiritual and political centre of the Tiwanaku culture. And it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
I didn't realise it.
Yeah.
It's quite cool.
It's quite cool. So here we come to the first pyramid. This has been cordoned off, so I think you would normally go up there, but now we can't. So this would have been the entrance to the pyramid, and there would have been 7 layers. This has been restored here. Up there, this part has been unexcavated, so there's probably more stuff there. But yeah, these are the walls, the original steps going up the pyramid. And it says from the top, even though it's not that high, I think when it was originally the 7 layers, you could see Lake Titicaca and a snow-capped mountain somewhere.
Quite good strategic point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the weather is pretty terrible. But here's the other side of the pyramid, so you can see a bit more clearly the layers. This is another area which we'll get to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you can see clearly. Okay, let's see what brings us joy at the end of this staircase. Da, da, da. Some stuff.
They're like in San Agustin, Colombia.
Oh yeah, it looks like San Agustin holding their bellies.
It has 2.45 meters high, covered in red stones. Out of breath.
Its arms are on its chest, carrying a walking stick and a keru, which is a traditional vessel. It carries a belly band with crabs. You can see the crabs.
He had crabs.
He had crabs on his belly. Right, let's carry on around this site, see what we can see. So this looks like some sort of plaza, by the looks of it, with a mound which you can climb up. So we're at this place here, this monolith. It's facing the other way around, right? They've moved this information post. Tells you all about what it's got on the front of it, like what's designed. But you can't get round. You're restricted, so you can't go around to see the front.
Maybe we might be able to, like, at some point of the walk.
Maybe. But that's a bit frustrating. These, they say, could have been mausoleums. They housed the deceased bodies, the mummified bodies of deceased leaders. These things here,
I
kind
wonder
of destructive.
if they had those people robbing the grave robber.
Yeah, they did have a lot here apparently.
Oh, fine. If not, I would have been interested what's in them.
So this is a sundoor. Sundoor. So this rock was carved, well, taken from Peru, from quite a long way away, and it actually weighs about 10 tons. It weighs 10 tons, 2.88 meters high.
They brought it from Peru.
Half a meter thick. They brought the rock from Peru to carve this sundoor. So it belongs to the early Tiwanaku period, about 800 AD. So this is the outside wall of the thing. It's a bit more impressive than the inside, I say. So this is Tiwanaku, so this is quite a lot earlier than the Incas. Cash is quite fond of, like big rocks.
I like how they did the fence with like some big rocks.
Big rocks,
cool.
like, in between. They say this was first inhabited in 1200 BC. Just like a small farming village. But by 550 AD it was a thriving capital of the Tiwanaku culture. And at its peak, 20,000 inhabitants. 20,000! So as you can see from this, they took the rocks from the mountain here and they crossed over sea in rafts to get the rocks to Tiwanaku. It's quite cool.
Yeah, must have had really good ships.
Good ships, carry these heavy rocks. So this is the main thing. When you see Tiwanaku, you see this gate. And you can see the statue, which we couldn't get behind earlier on. It's a shame it's raining. But yeah, this is the main thing when you see Tiwanaku, this gate. It's quite cool, quite thick. It's a shame we can't stand under it and get dry for a little bit.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, the rain's coming down a bit harder. So here's the monolith in the middle of this little area here. So many carved heads around.
Yeah.
And it's said that the carved heads, even though they're supposed to represent humans, a lot of people say they look like aliens, which questions people's thoughts who actually built this place.
Maybe just not a talented person was employed for this job.
But you can see there,
Huh?
I'm sure they looked like that, they've just been heavily worn.
Yeah, they are heavily worn, so that's why it probably looks like aliens.
But there's loads of them all around this temple.
Creepy.
Creepy temple. So this is another site. They call it Cantatalita. Basically the board. It gives us details about the size of the place, what it's made out of, and not much else. They don't say like what this place is. Like in that little dip thing earlier, they don't say what it was used for. It's like they don't actually know much about this place yet.
Yeah.
It really seems like they've got more to dig up, unearth, figure out about this place. Because from all the board signs, it seems like they're not 100% sure what all these different places around here are used for. But all they know is the Tiwanaku culture. About 2,000 people, 20,000 people lived here in its heyday. And in like 900 AD, this place was maybe a flourishing city, 900 to 1000 AD, and by the time the Incas came in 1500 AD, it was completely abandoned. And I think that's due to drought, is why they abandoned this place. Reached the other side of the pyramid of Acapana. It looks like we can walk up. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it looks like we can get to the top. Feet are getting clogged down with all this. So we're at the top. Feet are absolutely covered. God. So annoying, this ground, there's no paths or anything, so your feet get absolutely covered. So for a UNESCO World Heritage Site, it should be better maintained and tourist friendly. So that's the place we were near the beginning. There's the monolith we couldn't go behind. Huh?
Big, yeah?
It's like 2.5 square kilometers. This. So over in the distance there would be Lake Titicaca.
Shame you do go from the back, because when we started from the back, we were like, oh, that's rubbish.
Yeah.
But then when you get to the front, it's
a bit better, yeah.
Yeah.
Something cool. We have no idea what it is, but
we used to stand. It used to be like a
maybe
door,
it was standing at one point.
Door, gate.
It looks like it could have been a gate, actually. Yeah, good point. But we will never know.
Maybe they don't know yet.
Maybe they don't know yet, and they haven't fully restored it yet. So they thought this place was some sort of astronomical place, a viewpoint for the stars and the stars' movements. So the outside wall is here especially much more impressive. What a difference 5 minutes makes. 5 minutes ago we were freezing cold, pouring rain, getting soaked, and now just taking off all my layers because it's boiling hot.
Yeah, we do it for layers.
Yeah, so be prepared for crazy weather changes here. The door of the moon. Used to be a doorway to a cemetery apparently. I don't have much more information than that. So we got into the ceramic museum with the same ticket. They've got that. Doesn't really say what it is or anything. It's just standing there. A few ceramic bowls there. These ones.
Like this.
Condor head painted red animal heads.
Yeah.
Here's an artist mock-up of what it looked like before in its heyday. So we've just been to the what was that one again? That last one? Ceramic museum. Literally had about 5 pots in it, and that's it. Now we're going to the Museo Litico, which is included on the ticket, so let's see if it's a bit better. This is like a little model of what we've just seen, and now we're gonna go in. This is something to do with Puerto del Sol, but it doesn't say what exactly. Just something to do with it. Look at that humongous monolith, which they took from the site we just went to. That's the biggest monolith we've seen so far. So that's that museum out the way. I only had one thing in it really. That giant monolith, though, it was impressive.
It was very impressive.
Yeah, it's massive. So now we're going to the last bit of this archaeological zone place.
Yeah.
And that's Puma Punku, so we'll go there now. Puma Punku, let's see what it's about. Okay, so here we are. Okay, a view from here. So in Aymara, Puma Punku means the Puma's door, and it was the most luxurious building in Tiwanaku. This route, I want to go in there, have a look. Here we're coming up to semi-underground shrine. Here's the shrine, boo. So we have walked round, but there's a little wall that goes all the way around. I don't know if it's like a little canal system thing. Do you think? Do you reckon this was water?
That's what they said, maybe.
Yeah. So like almost like a moat you have around a castle. Kind of looks like that. Looks like a bit of a drainage system as well. So this is Punku, the end of Punku. Some of the stonework looks cool. I think it could be a lot better. I think they could do a lot more here.
But it might be because of money.
But it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Oh yes, there's so much. Yeah.
So UNESCO World Heritage Sites get a lot of funding. And for a UNESCO World Heritage Site, disappointing.
Yeah.
Very
The
disappointing.
most impressive was the building which the statue was in.
The statue, the
The
monolith,
building. The actual building.
the actual building
Yeah.
that was just been built.
Yeah.
That was the most impressive part of this tour, that monolith.
Yeah, the statue was amazing.
So this brings to end our Tiwanaku tour. I like to think we're very honest about our opinions about places that we go to. And I've got to say, this is one of the most disappointing that we've been to.
I wouldn't say it's disappointing, I would say more
It's disappointing.
too expensive for what it is.
So it's crazy. So 100 Bolivianos each.
That's a lot
The whole tour was about 22, 23 pounds.
for two of us.
For altogether for both of us. And the sites, they're not impressive. I mean, I think there's a lot of work to do on them by the looks of it, and figure out what things are, because the signage didn't really tell us much about it. The monolith was very impressive. That's the one impressive thing about this tour. But £22. When we think about this,
How much we spent?
we went to Chan Chan. What an impressive archaeological site. £3.80 for the both of us. We went to El Brujo, which is incredible. And we saw the mummy, the Lady of Cow mummy. £3.80 for the both of us. I mean, Quelap, so much cheaper. It's just like, this place is a bit of a rip-off.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
for the location as well, it's not amazing. And the fact that it's 100 Bolivianos for tourists and 15 Bolivianos for locals
Yeah.
is crazy. Yeah.
That's extreme.
Yeah, for something like this, that's extreme. We haven't seen that anywhere else where we've been travelling.
No.
So I personally do not recommend this place.
I would if you love history and you will, I don't know, you read
Well, I love
about
history.
this.
I love history. I love archaeological sites. I do not recommend this place.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of sadly.
It's a bit of a waste of a day
Yeah.
for us,
Yeah,
because
it
it's a whole
was.
day getting
Yeah.
here, getting round and getting back.
Mhm.
So, you know, as I said, I like to think we're honest about our opinions about places we see, and our honest opinion is this is bad.
Yeah, a
for
bit
the price.
Shame, yeah.
If it was 15 Bolivianos like the normal local price, come
Yeah.
here, sure.
Yeah, but
But-
not 400. I think, yeah, that's a rip-off.
So unfortunately this was a disappointing vlog, a disappointing place. So hopefully the next one will be a bit more, we'll be a bit more excited about. So, so fingers crossed. Sorry to say that it's disappointed us. Oh, and another thing on top is, because the ticket was a lot more expensive than we thought, than we read, the price has gone up way a lot of money. We haven't got any money to get back to La Paz. So we're going into town hoping there's a cash
20
machine.
souls.
We have 20 souls.
But
If
no,
that can get us
20
back,
Bolivianos.
24, and that might get us back, but then we have to get the cable car.
Yeah, but I'm hoping.
So we're going to hope there's a cash machine, otherwise we're screwed. So that's the end of this vlog.
See you later.
See you later, bye.